The triumph of Pakistan and Iran, a historic victory for Muslim nations in 2025. Introduction. In the tumultuous landscape of the 21st century, the year 2025 emerged as a milestone, a period marked by resilience, strategic brilliance, and unwavering unity among Muslim nations. Pakistan and Iran, two proud nations with rich histories and unwavering faith, demonstrated to the world that their strength was not just in their culture or faith, but also in their military prowess and strategic acumen. These narrative recounts the extraordinary victories of Pakistan during the four-day war against India and Iran's intense 12-day conflict with Israel and its allies. These wars not only redefined regional power dynamics, but also sent a resounding message across the globe. The Muslim world stands united, resilient, and capable of defending its sovereignty and dignity. The Pakistan Four-Day War, a saga of air, dominance, and strategic brilliance. Background and tensions between India and Pakistan had been escalating for months, fueled by geopolitical disputes, border skirmishes, and diplomatic tensions. On the 10th of May, 2025, India launched a full-scale assault aimed at asserting dominance over Pakistani territories, provoking Pakistan to respond with decisive military action. The dawn of war, the Pakistani military, forewarned and prepared, swiftly mobilized its strategic reserves. The Pakistan Air Force, equipped with advanced aircraft and guided by brilliant commanders, took to the skies. Their objective was clear: to establish air dominance and cripple Indian military infrastructure. The 4 days of intense combat. Over the course of the next 4 days, Pakistan launched a meticulously planned series of airstrikes, targeting Indian command centers, air bases, supply routes, and military installations. The Pakistani Air Force executed daring missions utilizing stealth technology, rapid deployment tactics, and superior aerial tactics. Day 1. Pakistan's air campaign began with precision strikes on key Indian air bases, preventing the Indian Air Force from gaining initial advantage. Pakistani fighters, flying in tight formations, engaged Indian jets and aerial dogs, showcasing superior maneuverability and tactics. Day 2. Pakistani pilots carried out deep strikes into Indian territory, targeting logistics, hubs, and command centers. The Indian military's response was fierce, but Pakistani dominance in the skies remained unchallenged. Day 3. The Pakistani Air Force launched a series of coordinated attacks on Indian naval bases and supply routes, crippling Indian logistical support and cutting off reinforcements. Day 4. With Indian forces under severe aerial pressure, Pakistani ground forces launched operations to secure strategic positions, completing their objective of swift, decisive victory. The aftermath of the 4-day war. By the end of the 4th day, Indian military capability was significantly diminished. Pakistani forces had established dominance, forcing India to accept a ceasefire. The Pakistani military's swift, strategic air campaign had achieved its objectives, showcasing their mastery of aerial warfare and tactical planning. Victory and its significance. Pakistan emerged victorious, not just through military success, but by demonstrating resilience and strategic genius. The 4-day war became a symbol of Pakistan's sovereignty and military prowess, earning admiration worldwide. Iran's 12-day war, a display of power and resilience, context, and motivation. Iran, a proud Islamic republic, faced a formidable challenge when Israeli forces and their allies launched aggressive operations against Iranian interests. Iran's strategic doctrine emphasized sovereignty, technological advancement, and the unity of the Muslim Ummah. The outbreak of war on the 15th of June, 2025, Iran responded decisively to Israeli provocations. Their military, equipped with advanced missile systems, a formidable air force, and innovative strategies, launched a comprehensive offensive. The course of the 12-day conflict. Initial strikes. Iran's initial strikes targeted Israeli military bases, command centers, and logistical hubs across the region. Using precision-guided missiles and airstrikes, Iran effectively neutralized several key Israeli positions. Day 3 to 6. Iran's Air Force, operating with strategic brilliance, targeted Israeli Navy vessels, air bases, and intelligence centers. Iran's air strategy was unprecedented, showing the world that they could strike from daylight to night, illuminating the skies with their power. Day 7 to 10. Iran expanded its offensive, hitting Israeli alliances and bases across neighboring countries. Their missile systems, combined with drone technology, rendered Israeli and allied bases vulnerable and exposed. Day 11 to 12. As the conflict intensified, Iran launched a series of strikes that struck fear into Israel and its allies. Their airstrikes breached defenses, destroyed key military infrastructure, and demonstrated the strength of Iran's military strategy. Iran's resounding victory by the end of the 12th day. Israeli military and strategic infrastructure were severely damaged. The Israeli leadership was forced to acknowledge Iran's military superiority. Iran's strategic strikes had shattered the myth of invincibility that Israel once held. The turning point. The world watched in awe as Iran demonstrated that they could hit the heart of Israeli military power, even from the skies during daytime. Their resilience and innovative tactics reshaped regional geopolitics and proved that Iran was a formidable force capable of defending its sovereignty. Global reactions and the call for ceasefire. As news of these victories spread, global powers, including the United States, recognized the formidable strength of Pakistan and Iran. The U.S., acknowledging the unprecedented resilience and strategic mastery of these Muslim nations, called for a ceasefire. The U.S. President's appeal in a historic move. The U.S. President issued a request for ceasefire, urging both Pakistan and Iran to halt hostilities. The decision was driven by the recognition that these nations had shown extraordinary resolve and military capability, and that further conflict could destabilize the entire region. The legacy of 2025. A new dawn for the Muslim world. Unity and strength. The victories of Pakistan and Iran in 2025 were more than military successes. They were symbols of unity, resilience, and faith. Muslims across the world rejoiced, seeing their brothers and sisters stand tall, defending their sovereignty, dignity, and faith. A message to the world. These victories sent a clear message. The Muslim nations are not just followers but formidable players on the world stage. They demonstrated that with unity, faith, and strategic brilliance, they can overcome any challenge. Celebrating the triumph. Pakistan and Iran's victories are celebrated in history as moments when the Muslim world showed its strength and resilience. The slogans Pakistan Zindabad and Iran Zindabad echoed across the streets, symbolizing pride, sovereignty, and hope for the future. Conclusion. The year 2025 will be remembered as a landmark in the history of Pakistan and Iran's resilience and strategic genius. Their victories reflect the enduring spirit of the Islamic faith and the unbreakable will of their people. As they continue to rise as powerful sovereign nations, the world is reminded that unity, faith, and perseverance can conquer even the most formidable foes. Pakistan, Zindabad, long live the unity and strength of the Muslim.